So I was diagnosed with clinical depression in August of 2009. My moods were flat all the time. I didn't really feel a lot of emotion. I had very low energy levels, very low. It was a struggle to get out of bed in the morning. Dragged myself into work by 9 o'clock, just, if I was lucky. At that time, I'd say I was around the 100 kilo mark, I think, quite obese. Because my self-esteem was so low, I'd stopped caring about myself. I was working as a librarian at the time, which kind of worked for me. It was a sedentary desk job, pretty much. I sat looking at my computer all day doing research for people, so in that sense it worked. But I had no direction. I had no goals. I think it's part of having the illness is that I didn't really believe in any kind of future for myself. I ran into a Fitness First membership person on the street, and they gave me a little pamphlet. I think it was just purely a matter of the timing. It was, the right time for me. It wasn't until I met Mike from Bond Street, the first time that I did some boxing training with him, and that was the day that literally changed everything for me, because I was punching away. I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Since I'm 15 years old, I've always been training. I saw kickboxing. You Can't Stop Lulu. Always been training in my life, and so for me to get up every day and coming and help people is probably the thing that I know most in life. She was pretty good from the get-go, and all the shots were pretty natural, and started to build up from there.
And I remember flying up the stairs out of the gym afterwards, and I actually felt light and happy and free. And it was the first time in the longest time that I'd felt anything like that, In boxing, I'd found something where I had strength and I had confidence, and in a sense it gave me hope. I started doing group fitness, which was where I first met Waylon, doing body combat, which gelled with my love of punching stuff. And I could see how much he loved doing what he was doing.
I do remember the first day I met Lucy in a combat class. Very different from what she is now. Jumping was a massive hurdle. She would not jump. Her confidence in what she could do was a massive thing. Trying to get her to believe that she can do what she can actually do. Once we got over that opened the doorway to her doing whatever she wanted to do.
I found him to be a really inspiring instructor on stage, and I kept coming back. Yeah. And now, I must say, group fitness has become a really important part of my training life. First year at the gym was all about getting used to moving after, my whole adult life being spent on the couch and being quite lethargic and inactive. And I didn't lose a lot of weight. And it wasn't until I started paying attention to my nutrition as well. And then the kilos started really falling away. The main goal for me was just to get my life back and start living fully again, and to get my energy levels up. But it's been a fantastic side effect to lose 25 kilos so far. I'm loving it. I've competed in my first boxing match at age 41. I'm a middle-aged woman. I'm a middle-aged librarian, and I got in the boxing ring and I had my first fight. And even a year ago, I partly because I wouldn't have had the confidence to even have a go, I wouldn't have taken a chance.
What inspired me from Lucy is as personal trainer, what all this together created the result that she's got now, and more to come. And for me, well, we live for this.
Seeing the change not only in her shape, but in her demeanour, in the confidence that she had, that literally is, that's what brought me into the game, that's what keeps me into the game, and to see it, and to see such a massive change in someone that's worked so hard for it, that's the reward.
Increased energy levels and physical fitness levels have just made such a difference in so many ways. I've got little people in my family, little nephews and niece, and I can now run around and play football with them and get my dodging and weaving going on the footy field, and I can do it for as long as they can, which is endlessly.